What's going on, guys? My name is Tommy. Welcome back to the channel, and as always, happy Friday. We're here today for another episode of the Inner Sea region of 5-Minute Tour. We've got just 2 regions left in this series before we kick off a big timeline video to wrap the thing up. We've got some plans in the works for what's going to go in this space after, but hey, if you have any ideas for what you'd like to see on the channel, throw them in the comments because, hey, this channel couldn't exist without people just like you. On that subject, today's episode of the Inner Sea region of 5-Minute Tour was brought to you in part by Kendall Carson. Kendall, thank you so much for your time and support. Truly, again, it's people just like you that help YouTubers just like me do this thing. So when I say that it means the world, I mean it. Now, let's dive in. So officially speaking, Isger is ruled by its steward, Hedvind VI, but it's a well-known secret that his rule is little more than a sham propagated by the ruler of Cheliax's House Thrune. Without the spread of House Thrune, Hedvind's rule would soon collapse, or more likely, Cheliax would replace him. Hedvind is regularly summoned to Agorian, the capital of Cheliax, and hey, we talked about Cheliax a long time ago on this series. If you'd like to check it out, follow this card right up here. Like a summoned hound to his master's heel, Isger is so reliant on Cheliax that it even lacks a proper standing army. What now passes for its army is the tattered remains of Isgeri forces from the Goblin Blood Wars, a 4-year span starting in 4697 when hobgoblin commanders led hundreds of goblin tribes from Varizia to Taldor, pillaging and burning as they went. The army is too small to effectively protect Isger, and instead they only patrol the main trade routes. The rest of Isger has been abandoned to whatever fate awaits it. Isger was founded in 2133 AR by Taldor's 7th Army of Exploration, and was named Isger after the tribes that originally inhabited there. For 2,000 years, Isger was a vassal state of Taldor until the even-tongued conquest in 4081, when Cheliax declared its independence and forcibly took Isger. Isger has remained a vassal state of Cheliax ever since. As a vassal state its entire life, Isger's natural resources were heavily exploited over the years, and really present day the only thing the state has to offer its imperial masters was its valuable location as a trade route between Cheliax and the rich nations bordering Lake Carthen to the northeast. The route leading up from the Konarika River from Cheliax, past the capital of Elidir, and from there to the nation of Druma. So like everywhere else in the Inner Sea, Isger does have a real-life equivalent. Here it's less a real-life country and more of sort of a what-if scenario. Isger is the land forgotten by the tyrannical ruler that conquered it because that tyrannical ruler has pretty much lost interest, but they still rely on that tyrannical ruler to defend themselves. Imagine the Nazis won World War II and France needed Nazi Germany to survive somewhere around 1970, 1980. But the Germans had all but lost interest in France, except for the fact that a very lucrative trade route ran through France to Spain. That's basically Isger. Now, I can think of 2 reasons to send a party to Isger. First off, the place is largely undefended. It's common knowledge that the Isgeri put out bounties on bandits and stuff like that to draw in the adventure-y types to provide some sort of military, so the adventuring party certainly could run in there, kill some bandits, make some quick gold, or they could just as easily become those bandits themselves because, again, no army, just stay off the trade route and you're perfectly fine. On the other hand, you've got a nation that's ruled by Cheliax. You've got a nation that's a pawn of the biggest diabolic kingdom on Galerion, and a lot of people are going to have a lot of things to say about that. Whether it be Hell Knights coming to reinforce law and order, whether it be Eagle Knights coming to reinforce freedom at any cost, and everything in between, Isger could represent a really big tipping point in the politics of the Inner Sea. For example, if a group of good aligned forces came through, overthrew the government, established their own land, suddenly Cheliax has a new enemy right on its border, and the adventure writes itself. But I digress. What do you guys think about Isger? Have you ever adventured here? Have you ever rolled up a character from here? Or have you ever just spent 2 or 3 or 4 sessions in a given campaign playing Bandit? Hey, so if you haven't heard, we're playing Doomsday Dawn over here on the channel. You've got between here and the 2nd of July to follow this card right up here and enter in the giveaway, because I'm taking 6 lucky subscribers through the first ever published bit of material for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It's looking like it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and hey, we're all excited for 2nd Edition, right? And for all the 1st Edition fans out there, you've got 5 days to enter in our Pathfinder 1st Edition Send-Off tournament. That's right, 16 lucky subscribers will be sent into the arena for a little bit of player versus player blood sport in the name of Paizo Productions. Follow this card right up here for more information on that giveaway. And remember, patronage at any tier gets you a second entry and might help us get more parties running through this thing. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. The next episode of the Inner Sea region of 5 Minute Tour, where we round this thing out and talk about Nidal, drops next Friday.